DJ Miles.
Christian, what's going on, guys? And we're back for our second Breaking Bad video cast. And what the fuck just happened in Breaking Bad? Any suggestions? I'm so blown away by everything that happened in that episode, and I felt like that was one of those things that literally the accelerator was going the whole time. There was so much that happened, and yet I don't even really remember what happened in the beginning because the end was so incredible.
Because everyone, let's just all get down to the meat of it all, the meat and potatoes.
First off,
right?
spoilers. Don't watch if you haven't watched Tajali, which is
513.
513. Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful. All right, so continue, my friend.
Yeah, let's go ahead and just talk about the main thing. The shootout.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and talk about that because I really feel like everything else is just kind of, I don't want to say irrelevant, but it's
okay. Well, let's very briefly just say. I'll say this: we're going to spend the majority of the time just talking about the last 20 minutes. Beforehand, it was great. We saw just how smart Hank is, as smart as Walt is for being genius and whatnot. Like, people often don't give Hank the credit he deserves for being a genius, and that whole episode was a chess match. It was just like, all right, we're gonna try to get him here, and then Walt's like, I'm gonna flush Jesse out this way, and Hank's like, I'm on top of this, It was just one-upping the whole time, and that was the best thing about it, was you got to see that. But it all ended up culminating into this fucking plan that, of all people, Jesse Pinkman comes up with, and it works to perfection. So I guess pick up there, man. Like, we can start from the laundromat, the phone call, or something. Like,
and no, it's good. I mean, the whole time, you see the picture, or they show it to Walt, right? And he's like, well, I know where where your money's at ultimately, and being the smart guy that Walt is, I think he just because who knows about the money? It's really only him and Jesse. I mean, I think Hank knows about some money, but he didn't know the whole thing about like it being in a barrel and all that stuff. Which again, going back to the chess match, is that's where he one-upped him with Huel, because poor Huel, man.
That was the saddest part, dude. He was a rock. Then he showed him that picture of Jesse. He's like, oh, I didn't know he was going to kill him, man. He's freaking the fuck out about it. Oh,
I know, I didn't know, man, please.
Well, I just like it because we didn't see Bill Burr. Did they explain where Bill Burr was? What's his name? QB, his friend, the redheaded dude, that he's always with.
Yeah.
They said something that he was detained because they couldn't get a hold of him. I forget exactly what they said, so please feel free to let me know.
Yeah.
But that's where they got him. They're just like, you haven't heard from him, and like, don't call Saul because Saul sold you up the river, So just put and that's what I'm saying, masterful genius by Hank. That was 3 minutes in a room with this guy, and he got him to flip just like that, and give up what information he ended up having.
It's funny because I never really thought so much about how much Huel know. Like, he didn't know enough, but he still knew enough to be like, okay, to put things into place.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
absolutely. Well, see, I know that you want to talk mostly about the last 20 minutes, but I think we have to talk about this, otherwise it doesn't really make sense,
Walt Jr. being a big fan of Saul.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest part. That's the biggest part of Saul. And I'm glad, because for me, I was like, what the hell is this? But
better call Saul.
Better call Saul. No, I was going to talk about the opening scene where we actually see Liddy with the neo-Nazi Uncle Jack and Todd, and they're making it, and they're checking all that shit out. And basically, I think that this episode did more for what the flash forward means than any of the previous episodes. Like, I'm just taking a guess. I don't know. But I feel like I totally know what the fuck happens the rest of the way. And I feel like I said that about Breaking Bad always, and I'm always wrong. But so I guess let's start there. They're testing the purity. The purity is better than what it was under Declan, or as he says, the dude who looks like Wolverine, which is my favorite line by that guy this episode. So they're happy about that, but it's not blue. They need to get it blue. That's the brand. So they got to end up working it. So I guess they concoct, after Walt calls Todd to ask for a favor, which is the hit to put on Jesse Pinkman. He's like, well, I don't want your money. There's another way you can pay me. Like, cook for me. And that, for me, was an interesting scene, man, because I didn't see that it was coming. I thought he might have had him come in just for a little bit, or like rewrite directions or some shit. But that put him on like the Gus Fring level at that point. He's like, yeah, you owe me now. And I think that's why he shows up at the end. And I guess we'll get back to that. Yeah. Because he needs to protect his investment more than anything else.
Okay, now let me ask you this. You said he said like he's out of it. He told Skyler, and I think just Skyler, right? Yeah. And I think Hank, to a certain point, that like he's done with it anyway. But do you think he really wanted to stop cooking, or you think he just had to stop cooking given the circumstances that he's in?
Because he didn't have cancer. Well, maybe he did. They did the scan last. Yeah. So maybe he had cancer.
And then we saw this was the episode. Yeah, because I think if he was bullshitting, I think I mean, he could still be bullshitting, but I think the one thing
we
that
saw him cough.
it showed, that's what I was gonna say.
His cancer is back. I mean, that's not like a debatable thing anymore, and I think that's on purpose. But I do feel that when he got out of it, I think that scene was the finale, the finale of season 5, part 1, where Skyler takes him to see all the money, basically. I think that's the first time that it really dawned on him, because like we saw it this season, like Huel and fucking I don't know, Bill Burr, that's the actor who plays him. I don't know his name in the show, but they got to lay down on this money. Like it was a big deal. And I think it was the first time he saw it in front of him and not being laundered or something.
Yeah.
So I think he legitimately quit. He was just like, I'll never be able to spend this. I think that's a line she says, like, we can't spend this in 6 lifetimes.
Yeah,
I can't launder it with 100 car washes. So I think legitimately, dude, he was out. And that goes more into what I was saying beforehand, where I feel like this season has not been Heisenberg at all. We have only seen Walt White.
Yeah.
So basically, and I'm going to have to streamline that to talk about this part. So, later on in the episode, after all this chess and match, cat and mouse game, whatever, Walt receives a phone call at the gas station he doesn't receive a phone call. He receives a text message first, right? A picture with the barrel of money, and it's in the ground, and freaks the fuck out. And it's followed by a call by Jesse Pinkman doing bitch, by the way. Have you ever heard a greater usage of bitch than in this episode?
Yeah. So now let's go to, leading up to the whole gunfire. Now he's driving up, having the conversation with Jesse. And I love, he's like, hey, I got a family, and then I love how he just threw it back at him. I'm like,
you're talking about family?
Yeah, you're talking about family with fucking Brock. And,
but what I thought was really interesting about that scene, I guess it would be inadmissible anyway if they had like a wiretap on that phone. But if they had a wiretap on the phone, he gave up everything he ever done. Like seriously, he killed Crazy 8, the gangbangers, like poisoning Walt.
And you know what? Now that you said that. I think do you think Hank would be smart enough to have all that shit recorded? I feel like...
But I think regardless if he does have it recorded, it's bad police work. That's something Gomi was saying in the 2 episodes ago when he's like, do you believe him? He's like, well, I do, but there's no facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, to have a wiretap, to have any of that shit, you need to have PC, probable cause. And if he's been doing any of that, it's inadmissible. So even if he has all the proof in the world, can't use it in court, So I think they're not going to end up going that route. But I found it very, very interesting that this dude literally blatted it all out while he's next to Hank,
Yeah, you know what I thought was kind of weird, though? When, now he's arresting Walt, right?
Yeah.
You put the cuff, right? And the first time you hear it, you're just like, I think that was just like, hey, we got him.
Yeah.
Like, we got him, officially, right? Like, in the books wise,
once the cuffs are on, like, it's legit, like, you can actually make an arrest or whatnot.
But I was kind of confused, and I don't know, I mean, maybe someone can tell me, but no one... I was surprised, like, and, Gomez, I don't think he knows still about the tape, the blackmail tape.
It's very true.
Isn't that something that just still would have bit him in the ass?
Yeah, it would still be
like,
that's what I was thinking,
that's the
dude.
problem.
Yeah.
Like, he got so happy, he's calling Marie and all that stuff, but there's still the tape, so...
Well, I think that Pinkman is the missing key to that. Because Pinkman will corroborate all the story, but that's what I was thinking, too, the whole time. I was just like, if they get rid of Jesse, which... Still a possibility, by the way. Uncle Jack showed up, and I don't know if you saw that when he first shows up. They show him look at Walt in the back seat, and then they show a shot of him looking at Jesse and Walt's car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think he's there. All I'm saying is that I feel like Jesse still might not get out of this alive. But one thing that I'm completely sure. Well, I don't want to jump around too much, but anyway, let's get back to that. So he ends up going to the desert. He's like racing out there. He admits all his wrongdoings and shit.
Handcuffed. Hank calls Marie. Shakes Gomez's hand. Hey, we did it.
Yeah.
And now let's go to what you were saying, because it took me this second time to notice it. The conversation.
Something that, dude, this jumped the fuck out of the screen to me the first time I saw it. I thought it was a really sweet, poignant moment, but everything about that scene when Hank makes the phone call to Marie, and even like the trash can shot, just when you see the brains in the trash can, I'm like, that's like a fucking sign or something, And they're having this whole conversation. It's really sweet, and you kind of know what this means to Hank, because it's been a year of his life, but so much of his life has gone into that, And they're just like, things are gonna be rough, but it'll get better. Like, I love you. Like, I'll be home soon. It was just the way that he fucking said that.
Yeah, the way they said it, like, because.
It felt like the calm before the storm, almost. Right? It literally did.
Like, he's so happy. Marie's like in tears.
Yeah.
And there's those silent moments.
Yeah.
I almost said awkward pause. No, there's no awkward pause. There's a silent, sweet moment where they're just like, we did it.
Yeah.
Like, we did it. And then he had to say, I love you.
I love you, and I'll be home soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, what? That didn't feel good
Nah,
to me.
man,
That didn't feel good at all to me. And the whole time I'm like, well, that'd be sweet, but we have 3 episodes left, so I don't think that's going to end like that. And just everything about that, like him getting arrested and everything, there was a sense of finality to it. I was telling you, like, when he steps out behind the rock and Hank puts the gun on him and shit like that, and he's like, walk forward. I told you they did that Heisenberg shot, like whenever he puts the hat on and he's walking, and they did the same shot for Gus Fring. Yeah. So I felt the whole time like somehow this guy's going to be a badass. I don't know how he was going to do it. I just wanted him to be a badass.
I didn't think so.
But what I'm saying is throughout that walk, like gradually, the more and more he got closer to Hank, and when he got on his knees, you realize like he's defeated. Like there's nothing left in him, you know?
Yeah.
I think Heisenberg died when he made that phone call and he realized that he didn't want to go through with it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Where he didn't want to kill Jesse and Hank. Like, couldn't face the consequences of that decision for real, you know? So when they put the cuff on him, right, it's like this big fucking moment, and you feel like everything's good. You feel like there is a sense of finality to it. Also, when he's getting handcuffed, I just never thought it would ever happen. It was such a surreal moment, right? You're just like, what? And then you look at the rearview mirror, you just see a
You know what, though? I will say this, though. I think, again, I've been saying, even before, you know, we started doing these videos, that I wanted him to die. I still want Walt to die.
Yeah, we were just, because we just finished watching it again because we wanted to watch a little bit of it, and I was just like, man, I'm kind of on Team Walt again, and you're just like, fuck you.
No. I mean, he passed that threshold and that line so many times. I'm like, fuck that.
I'm not. But, okay, do you remember what I said last week where I feel like my hypothesis of why he comes back? Did I tell you that? I'm just like, I feel like he comes back not to redeem the Heisenberg or to protect his empire. I think he comes back to redeem Walter White, you know what I'm saying? But like regardless of what action he does, he's already too far gone, you know? Any redemption he'd get would be for himself. And I feel like this episode totally laid out what's going to happen in the last 3 episodes. So anyway, like I said, he's in the truck, everything seems final and peaceful. I love you, Marie, I'll be home soon. And then you just look in the rearview mirror and there's a truck. And, you know, they're like, hey, it's Gomi. He's like, wait, is this the traveler cops? Yeah, it's backup. And then, no, man, just slowly realizing it's not backup. And this is my scene where I'm telling you where I feel like more Walter White, less Heisenberg.
Yeah.
Walt is trying to stop it. He really is. He doesn't.
And that's the scary part, like when you watch it, because he's genuinely like he has no control of that situation.
That's the fucking point. Thank you so much for saying
no
the word
control of that situation.
Because that's it, dude. This is the moment where he realizes that he doesn't have control of shit, and some things that he starts and puts in motion, he is not able to stop once it starts going.
Yeah, because as the audience, we see him yelling so loudly at the car, and like we hear him like he's stuck in the car, like he's jacked. But you can only imagine like the neo-Nazi people, like they probably can't hear anything. They just kind of see him doing one of these, like shaking.
They
his
see
head.
him yelling, probably like fucking do it, like get me out of here.
I will say that's kind of bullshit, and I don't know if they were trying to do a 2 birds with 1 stone, but I don't know how that would have worked because now we see the shootout, right? And now they're kind of aiming, or I don't know if they were aiming at Walt, but bullets were flying through the car, and if it wasn't for him ducking,
I agree. I think they wouldn't kill Walt because, and this is my whole fucking point. This is what my theory is. From episode 1, season 5, we see that flash forward. We see him get a giant fucking gun, a giant gun. We have no idea, like, who is going to be bad enough to warrant that, you know? Uncle Jack's been this character who's just been on the fringes for a long time, but so was Gus Fring at one point. He was just this dude that you saw a couple episodes at a time. Yeah. And I'm thinking that what this is all about is that Hank is dead. He's not going to get out of the shootout. I think Gomi's dead. I think I think that Walter White will get away with everything, but he will lose everything in the process. Yeah. That's what I think happens. I think he comes back in the premiere to get that gun to go after Uncle Jack, because I think Uncle Jack crossed the line. He told him not to kill Hank. He told him not to kill all these people. Pinkman could be killed here very easily, too. The last 2 episodes could be Walter White just getting revenge on this ass.
Here's the thing, like, how much time is lapsing? Because, you know, again, from the first episode, like, he has hair again, you know? So...
Yeah. In between there? All right. Because you have to understand that it's only been about 1 year and 2 months in the real time of the show. Yeah. That flash forward is in his 52nd birthday. So we know at that point only 2 years have passed throughout all Breaking Bad, because the first episode is his 50th birthday.
That is still insane when you think about that. I mean, crazy. As the audience, you know, I mean, we saw, what, 5-6 years of this?
Yeah, 6 years, and it all takes place within 1 year of the show. I mean, it'll be 2
That is one hell of a fucking crazy year.
Yeah.
Can you, we're
just
going to being the teacher to all, you know, the where we are now, that is pretty insane. Yeah, but, so... I thought another scene that was pretty badass is when all of them came out, right? Yeah. The Meth Damon.
Yeah, Meth Damon.
Meth David and, his relatives, right?
Yeah.
The neo-Nazi guys. Like, it's just this kick-ass shot, like, where you just hear the guns come out.
It was just like everyone's loading up at the same time. It was a good zoom into the cars and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I was telling you, like, that was a great scene. But for me, the scene where Walter actually calls him and he's just like, come. They're just doing this inner shot between, like, him talking and getting instructions and then just them fucking putting armor on, grabbing A12s and shit, dude. Like, just intense weaponry. And that moment, that's like where it set in that this is the end, dude. Like, they're going to war. This shit is real, you know?
Yeah.
I don't ever watch Talking Bad usually, but Don Cheadle was on it. And,
Yeah.
It's me. Let's get over it. It's Don Cheadle. And
not Terrence Howard.
Not Terrence Howard. It's me. And he said something. He's like, "This is very true about Breaking Bad. It's like when guns come out, guns are used. They're not used for threats. You know what I'm saying? They are used always.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't so much a matter of like, are they going to use these guns? But it was when they were going to use those guns. That shootout, while it was incredible, and I thought it was an amazing scene. And Vince Gilligan did that shit like he's always doing now, where he's just like, I'm just going to pull the plug on this.
Yeah,
we're going to go to
It
black.
really is one of those things. Yeah.
Well, he did it with Jesse, and I was like, okay, that was one thing. This one was even worse because like, what's the shot? The final shot is just Hank going, and then just done, right?
Well,
fucking done.
Here's the thing. When you watch that, the whole time I'm just like looking at the clock. I'm like, when is this gonna end? Because I really thought he would have pulled the plug, Vince Gilligan, during like
the
not the
standoff.
shootout, the
standoff.
Yeah, the standoff. Because this is an awkward situation because you're like, okay, someone is gonna die. And I said this last week. I'm like, someone
had to die.
Someone had to die in episode 4, and I'm like, okay.
It's
someone
gonna happen in episode
absolutely
5.
has to die in episode 5, and it didn't happen. Like, I see the shootout, and there's that one part where like Gomez goes like ducks in, and I'm like, ooh, and I'm like, okay, did he get shot or not? And I'm like, if someone died, and that's what I was gonna say, that is this avalanche of that we see one person die, and they're just gonna pile on like that. But I still think it's kind of bullshit, which is this is just mean very nitpicking, right?
All right.
These guys are. I don't want to say they're very. I'll say they're very good at their jobs, right? They killed like 9 people in jail within 2 minutes.
2 minutes, fucking awesome.
So you're telling me these like professional like killers?
They unloaded 700 bullets in a 30-second period and couldn't kill these fucking people.
Couldn't kill like, 2 people. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
it should have been over very quick. That was what I was gonna say. As beautifully shot as it was and as intense as it was, should have been a 10-second shootout. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, because this is kind of like a stormtrooper type of situation, right? Where you have 1,000 stormtroopers and no one can hit the like 5 targets they got.
Yeah.
I think that was kind of and this is just very nitpicky. But I mean, if we can kind of put that aside.
Yeah.
And see what will happen. Yeah, no, you're right. I think that conversation with Hank and Marie is like
it's foreshadowing.
Hank is it's definitely foreshadowing that he's gonna die.
We're gonna look like idiots.
I'm strongly suggesting. Yeah, we're gonna look like idiots if
when Hank is fine. Yeah, nothing's. He kills all 7 of the neo Nazis, walks off by himself, flies or some shit.
Yeah, that's it, man.
That's how it is. He's a superhero, but. No, I'm with you, dude. I thought it was great, but what you were saying?
Yeah, no, he's definitely gonna die. Yeah, I think Gomez is gonna die too. Again, another character I like, but if he's one of those secondary characters like Saul, I kind of look at like, I mean, if they died, I don't want them to die, but yes, people have to die here, because no one's gonna come out of this, all. Happily ever
unscathed.
After. Unscathed.
Everyone's gonna be a little bit dirty at the end of it, but
and then you just kind of see Jesse where the seat is kind of back and like he's opening the door or whatever. It looks like it's opening door. So I don't know what he's trying to do, if he's gonna escape.
Try to run off in the desert.
I still say this, like I want not Hank to die. I want Walt to die, but if our White Knight is Hank and he ends up dying, Jesse's really the only one next.
He's the only good.
And I went in going beforehand, this season. I'm like, if Hank died, there still has to be that one good character left because I don't see any redeeming qualities in Walt. I know there's people, especially, I mean, the last episode and this episode, I mean, it kind of comes back where you're like, you know what, he's not a bad guy, but Walt has done, again, too many things for me where I'm just like, I don't care at this point.
But do you at least see, like, when I'm talking about, all right, like, there was a scene, it was just a throwaway scene in this episode where he gets to the desert, that spot, and he gets out of the car and he just has the gun nervously. And it reminded me of the premiere of this episode or not the premiere, but when he goes to his house to find Jesse. And it also reminded me of when he kills Mike Ehrmantraut. Because I think when he kills Mike, that's the first time he wakes up for a split second, and he's just like, wait, because he panics, and he's not Heisenberg. He's Walter White again. He realizes what the fuck he's done. And I feel like we saw that when he got out of the car in this episode. Like, he is not Heisenberg. He is not a guy who's in control of the situation.
I remember when he died, man. Yeah. That one was... That's really one of those hard moments in Breaking Bad when he died, because Mike, you know...
He was a great character.
Yeah, because for the longest time, he was just a secondhand man.
He's
but
the fixer,
then, the fixer. But then, like, through the course of the episode, you're like, you know what? This is just, like, his job. He's just doing this. And, you know, he says a lot of times, too, like, listen, nothing against you.
This is just Walter.
It just fits into the situation I'm in.
Yeah.
And you know, when he gets shot, and you know, Walt is trying to talk to him, and Walt finds out, like, you know what? I realized
Libby had it. Yeah. That was the worst thing in the world, right? But I also love that, like, he goes out on his own terms, like, just shut up.
That was the best part too, where he's like, just let me.
That was a beautiful shot. That was like a really picturesque scene. I think because it was, again, one of those things that, like, it's just a far shot and the river and the sun, and you see him fall over, and he goes, executive producer Vince Gilligan. God damn you, Vince Gilligan.
Yeah.
But dude, it was great, and I think, like I said, this episode did a lot. You pulled the plug in the middle of it, but it set up the last 3 chapters. Like, think about this: we have 2 hours and 15 minutes of this. We technically have like a movie length to figure out what the fuck happens at the end of Breaking Bad, and I think that's what it's going to be. I think Hank dies.
Now, what do you think? Yeah, no, I think he will die.
But you didn't think that before we watched it a second time together, right? Mm-hmm. Did you not think that the first time you watched it?
I mean, you know, even before the conversation I saw with Marie, just seeing the shootout, I mean, someone has to die there. So, I mean, if... But it's one of those situations, I think, if Hank was going to die, because I'm thinking someone is going to die here, right? Gomez is going to go down, and if he goes down, I mean, it's basically 6 against 1 at this point.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know, you know, if anything, they can, you know, just grab Walt and, you know, capture Jesse, and they'll do something with them.
Yeah.
But, you know, if Gomez went down, it's not like they were going to let Hank live, you know. I think Walt would have been like, hey, don't do it, but he's in the car and no one can hear him.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, if Gomez went down, they were going to kill one of... Because there's 6 people. Yeah, so they're probably going to kill maybe like 2 or 3 of them that aren't that important,
Not
you know.
Todd. Todd's going to fucking make it out somehow.
Keep Todd and, you know, keep like his...
Uncle
the
Jack.
Uncle, Uncle Jack.
And his right-hand man.
Yeah. And then like the other 3, I guess, just like...
I never saw those fuckers before. Kill all of them. I don't care. But
So, that's how I kind of see it going down. But do you think kind of like the gasoline shot with Jesse, right? You're like, okay, what happens next? But we don't know what happens to Jesse until like halfway through. I think
that's what they're gonna do?
I think they're gonna do like another flash forward.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, something.
This is the time to do the flash forwards. No, this is definitely the time to actually do the flash forwards. I feel like you've exhausted this storytelling.
Yeah.
And the best way you can do it now is just pick it up from where we left off and then just reveal via flashback or whatever what happened. But
it's gonna suck. But
I have
no idea where it's gonna happen.
Well, because you know what, you're right. Like, you know for a fact they're not gonna pick this up right away. They're gonna make you fucking sweat.
Drag it out.
They're gonna make you be like, what
happened? Or we're
man?
gonna see like Walt and like Jesse somewhere in, you know, maybe like in a table, like we are just having a conversation. We're like, yo, what happened? Yo, what's
dude? Yeah. They always do that shit. I'm like, can we not do this? Can you just show me what the fuck happened immediately?
Yeah.
But, I mean, I know I said it last week. That's the best episode ever. I say that a lot. And it's only because after you watch Breaking Bad, it's very hard to think of anything else and whatnot. But I think this really will, when it's all said and done, go down as one of the better 5 episodes ever.
No, it is. Everything, that whole shot just worked. It's like... Everything is just so beautiful, you know. Like, you know, when they pull out the guns, you're like, okay, they're serious. And the standoff, you know, like, that's it. They're gonna cut it off. Nope, they keep on going, and then they just decide to end it.
It's a show that you can you can always see where it's going, but you'll never know where it's gonna detour. That's like, I think, the best thing about it. I feel like there's so many times in Breaking Bad where you're like, all right, I kind of see where this is going, but all of a sudden Vince is like, we're gonna go this way. We take a left sharply, and it always gets you, man. And I don't like shows that write their characters into corners only to easily explain it. Like, you ever watch Weeds? You ever watch the show Weeds?
No.
It was a really good show, but so many times what they would do is they put this lady in a possible situation, and instead of having like a really clever way of getting them out of it, they just kill off that problem. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like Dexter.
Like Dexter. Exactly.
No pun intended.
Yeah, no, I mean, the last couple seasons of
Speaking
Dexter,
of which, isn't there only like 1 or 2 episodes left?
2 episodes left. I saw this comment that was great. It's like, can we just fire all the writers from Dexter and bring the Breaking Bad writing staff to do the last 2 episodes? I'd be like, yep, I'm in.
That's a different conversation. I guess we should do that too.
We can do Dexter.
Let's do Dexter.
I'm so burned on Dexter.
Me too, but like, I made it through the end somehow.
Yeah, you gotta watch
because
it, right?
I mean, everyone knows. Oh, man, now we're not even talking about Breaking Bad anymore. Right. I think we should just cut this.
We're gonna stop this one, and we'll maybe do a Dexter one at some point. But is there any final things to say about Breaking Bad other than like it's incredible and We have 3 fucking
Three
episodes
episodes left.
man.
I mean, who do you guys think is gonna die? You
Yeah.
know, I think it is very safe. If I can put my chips somewhere,
all in on who's dead. Yeah.
Hank is definitely. I think he has to go.
Well, I think that even if you just think thematically, like he achieved everything, he went through the struggle and he got what he wanted. And I think just like in real life, you get something you want only for something to be taken away.
Yeah.
So I think that he achieved his victory and now he's gonna die. And I think that there's no like dishonor in that death.
No,
he still got
it's
what
not.
he
Yeah,
wanted,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's gonna be just more tragic. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
On a quick side note, this is just a weird theory. What if now that if Hank does die, Marie seriously wants to poison Walt? Now, I mean, we see that he gets past and he doesn't die and shit like that, but wouldn't that be like an interesting development now because she calls him and has this victory lap? She's the only one who knows, okay?
Yeah,
She will literally be the only one who knows if Gomez and Hank both die. All right, so not that I want to.
Whatever they do with Jesse.
Yeah, not that I want to see Marie go on a Kill Bill-esque revenge tale, but it would be interesting to see how she handles it in the next 3 episodes if both of them are dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll see.
So I'm really excited. Definitely stay tuned. We're gonna try to get these up as soon as we can. So Monday nights, hopefully from now on, we're gonna try to get the next episode up of our reviews. So please stay tuned and thank you for stopping by. Please comment, let us know what's up, and look for us next week. All right.
All right.
Thanks.